Cannock Chase is a picturesque woodland area located in Staffordshire, England, known for its stunning landscapes and rich history. But beneath its serene exterior lies a darker side, filled with tales of hauntings and ghostly encounters. Today, we'll explore some of the most chilling stories that have emerged from these woods. So, dim the lights, grab a cozy blanket, and let's take a deep dive into the eerie world of Cannock Chase. I'm your host, Severed Soul. Cannock Chase Military Camp. Cannock Chase has a diverse history dating back to ancient times. It was once a royal hunting ground and has seen its fair share of conflict, particularly during the two world wars. The area is steeped in legend and folklore, with many stories passed down through generations. But with history often comes tragedy, and many believe that the spirits of the past still linger here. One of the most notorious locations is the Cannock Chase Military Camp, which was established in World War One. Cannock Chase Military Camp has more than its fair share of ghost stories. One of the most famous tales is the apparition of a soldier who is said to roam the grounds. According to local legends, during World War II, the camp was used as a training ground for soldiers. One night, a young soldier went missing during a training exercise. Despite extensive searches, his body was never found. It is believed that his spirit still remains in the area, wandering the camp in search of his comrades. Witnesses have reported seeing a figure in military uniform, often described as looking forlorn and lost. Some have claimed to hear the distant sounds of marching boots and whispered conversations, even when no one is around. Others have felt a sudden chill in the air, or have seen shadows moving in the corner of their vision. The stories surrounding Cannock Chase Military Camp have made it a point of interest for paranormal enthusiasts and ghost hunters alike. The combination of its military history and the eerie atmosphere of the surrounding woods adds to the camp's haunting allure, leaving many to wonder what other secrets it might hold. Soldiers trained here before heading to the front lines, but sadly, many never returned. It's said that many of their restless spirits still roam the woods, searching for a sense of peace that eluded them in life. The Phantom of Cannock Chase. Another well-known spirit associated with Cannock Chase is that of a phantom soldier. The Phantom of Cannock Chase is one of the most intriguing ghost stories associated with this mysterious area. This tale revolves around a ghostly figure that is often described as a shadowy, tall man dressed in a ragged, dark coat, who appears suddenly in the woods, then vanishes just as quickly. According to local legend, the phantom is believed to be the spirit of a soldier who met a tragic fate in the area, possibly during the turbulent times of World War II. Some versions of the story suggest that he was a sentry who lost his life during a training exercise or an accident, while others speculate that he may have been a victim of the war itself. Witnesses have reported seeing the phantom wandering along the paths and among the trees, usually at dusk or during foggy nights. Those who have encountered him describe a feeling of unease as he walks silently, seemingly searching for something or someone. His presence is often accompanied by an eerie silence that envelops the surroundings, making everything feel still and heavy. A particularly chilling encounter was reported by a group of friends who decided to walk Cannock Chase late at night. As they walked deeper into the woods, they noticed a figure standing in between the trees, watching them. Initially, thinking it was another person, the group approached, only to find that the figure had no discernible features and seemed to shimmer in and out of sight. The friends felt a cold breeze and an overwhelming sense of dread, prompting them to turn back. However, when they looked back over their shoulders, the figure had disappeared. The phantom of Cannock Chase has become a source of fascination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Many believe that he is still searching for peace, forever bound to the woods where he met his untimely end, adding to the rich tapestry of ghostly lore that surrounds Cannock Chase. The Pigman. The story of the Pigman of Cannock Chase is one of the more unusual and chilling stories associated with this mysterious area. According to local lore, the Pigman is said to be a grotesque creature, part man and part pig, roaming the woods at night, instilling fear in anyone who encounters him. The origins of the Pigman story vary, but one of the more popular versions suggests that he was a farmer who lived on the outskirts of Cannock Chase. Obsessed with his pigs, he reportedly started to exhibit strange behaviour, spending more and more time with them, and eventually losing touch with humanity. Over time, he is said to have transformed into a creature neither fully human nor fully animal, cursed to wander the woods in a half-pig, half-man form. Witnesses claim that the Pigman is often spotted in the dead of night, lurking among the trees of Cannock Chase. Descriptions of the creature vary, but most agree that he has a grotesque face that resembles that of a pig, with sharp teeth and wild unkempt hair. Those who have encountered him report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they're being watched. One particularly chilling account comes from a group of friends who decided to camp one night in Cannock Chase. In the middle of the night, they heard rustling in the bushes and the sound of footsteps approaching their tent. As they peered just outside their tent, they were met with the horrifying sight of the Pigman staring from the tree line, his eyes glowing in the darkness. Terrified, the friends quickly packed their things and fled the area, convinced that they had just narrowly escaped a terrifying fate. The legend of the Pigman has become a cautionary tale in the local community, warning people to be wary of the woods at night. Many believe that he still roams Cannock Chase, forever trapped in his monstrous form, a haunting reminder of the fine line between humanity and the wild. The Pigman story adds to the rich tapestry of ghostly lore surrounding Cannock Chase, making it a source of intrigue and fear for those who dare to explore its depths. The Cannock Chase UFO incident. While Cannock Chase is predominantly known for its ghost stories, it has also played host to another mystery: UFO sightings. The Cannock Chase UFO incident is one of the most notable sightings in the UK and has intrigued both UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. In 1980, a notable incident occurred involving a group of friends who claimed to have seen strange lights hovering in the sky above the chase. They described the lights as moving erratically, performing manoeuvres that defied explanation. The sighting sparked interest from local newspapers and UFO enthusiasts alike. While some attribute these lights to natural phenomena, others believe they were caused by visitors from another world. The area of Cannock Chase, known for its dense woodlands and eerie atmosphere, became centre of attention once again in the early 2000s. Several witnesses reported seeing strange lights and unidentified flying objects in the sky. One of the most famous sightings occurred in 2002, when another group of friends was camping in the chase. They noticed bright, pulsating lights hovering just above the treetops. The lights changed colours and patterns, moving in ways that seemed impossible for conventional aircrafts. The witnesses described feeling a sense of awe and fear as the lights seemed to be observing them. Additionally, there were reports from other locals in the area who claimed to have seen similar lights. This led to a surge of interest and speculation about what might be going on in Cannock Chase. Some suggested that the lights were related to military activities, while others believed that they could be extraterrestrial in origin. Fascination with Cannock Chase as a UFO hotspot was further fueled by subsequent investigations and discussions among amateur astronomers and paranormal researchers. Some have conducted skywatching events in the area, hoping to capture more evidence of the unexplained phenomena. Cannock Chase remains a topic of interest for those intrigued by the possibility of UFOs and otherworldly visitors. The combination of its eerie landscape and the history of sightings has solidified Cannock Chase's reputation as a location where the unexplained may just linger beyond the trees. The connection between the paranormal and extraterrestrial phenomena adds another layer of intrigue to Cannock Chase. The legend of the Grey Lady. Among the numerous tales of hauntings in Cannock Chase, the legend of the Grey Lady stands out. This ghostly figure is said to wander the grounds of the chase. Often seen in a flowing grey dress, her face obscured by a veil. The Grey Lady of Cannock Chase is one of the most famous ghost stories associated with the area, steeped in local folklore and history. According to legend, the Grey Lady is the spirit of a woman who wanders the grounds in a long grey gown in search of her lost children. The story goes that long ago the woman lived in a nearby village and was a devoted mother. One fateful day, her children went missing while playing in the woods of Cannock Chase. The mother searched tirelessly for her children, scouring the grounds and calling their names, but the children were nowhere to be found. Heartbroken and distraught, she never gave up hope and continued searching day and night for her children. As time went on, the woman became a mere shadow of her former self, consumed by grief and guilt. It's said that she eventually perished in the woods, her spirit trapped in the place where she had searched for so long. To this day, the Grey Lady is said to roam the forests, her mournful presence felt by anybody who encounters her. Witnesses have reported seeing a figure dressed in grey gliding silently through the trees, accompanied by an inexplicable chill in the air. Some have described her as looking sorrowful, with a distant gaze, as if she is forever lost in her search for her children. Others have claimed to have heard a soft weeping, or the sound of a woman calling out for her loved ones. The legend of the Grey Lady has captured the imagination of locals and visitors alike, making Cannock Chase a popular destination for ghost hunters and those curious about the paranormal. Her story serves as a haunting reminder of love, loss, and the enduring bond between a mother and her children, as she continues to search for them in the shadows of the woods. Ghosts of the Black-Eyed Children. Easily one of the most famous and chilling legends of Cannock Chase is that of the Black-Eyed Children. This phenomenon involves encounters with children who appear on the roadsides or in the woods asking for help. Witnesses describe these children as having pale skin and completely black eyes, invoking a sense of fear and dread. In Cannock Chase, numerous reports have surfaced of individuals claiming to have encountered these eerie children. Some say they've heard soft cries or laughter, only to find nothing there. Others describe a feeling of being watched, leaving them with a lingering sense of unease. The mystery surrounding the black-eyed children continues to haunt the locals, making every walk in the woods a little bit more frightening. The tale of the black-eyed children has gained notoriety in various parts of the world, and Cannock Chase is no exception to this eerie phenomenon. Adding to local lore, these mysterious children appear in the area, often late at night, and are described as being between the ages of 5 and 15 years old. Witnesses report that the black-eyed children approach people in their cars or while they're walking in the woods. They often seem to be lost or in need of help, asking people for a ride or to be let into their homes. However, the most unsettling aspect of these children is their eyes. Completely black, devoid of any white or iris, evoking a deep sense of fear in anybody who encounters them. One chilling account involves a couple who were driving through Cannock Chase late one evening. They noticed two children standing by the roadside, looking dishevelled and frightened. As the couple slowed their car down to offer assistance, the children approached the car with a strange and eerie calmness. The couple felt an overwhelming sense of fear, as if something was fundamentally wrong. When the couple wound down their window and looked into the children's eyes, they were met with a soul-piercing blackness that seemed to hold a dark, unfathomable secret. Panic surged through the couple and they quickly drove away. But when they looked back, the children were standing still, watching them with an unsettling gaze. Since then, those who have heard the story have been warned never to engage with these mysterious figures. Many believe that once you make eye contact, you're inviting something sinister into your life. Between 1965 and 1967, there was a media storm surrounding Cannock Chase due to the brutal and tragic murder of 3 young girls. Known as the Cannock Chase murders, or the Babes in the Ditch murders, the 3 girls were aged between 5 and 8 years old. The first 2 bodies were discovered in a waterlogged ditch known as Manstey Gully. The third girl was found by a soldier in an area known to the Forestry Commission as Plantation 110. The most famous spirit that haunts the chase is that of the black-eyed girl. It has been speculated by locals that she could be the spirit of one of these young girls. She doesn't appear very often, but when she does, it causes a media frenzy. Back in 2014, a local was flying his drone over a dense wooded area known as Birches Valley. This is an area of the chase, local to where the girls' bodies were found. It was here that the man captured on video what looks very much like a girl with black eyes floating in between the trees. It had been 30 years since the last documented sighting of this girl, and nobody really understands why there was such a gap in time between the 2 sightings. It's said that before the apparition is seen, the piercing scream of a girl can be heard, giving the sense of a child in danger. No older than 8 years old, the girl is said to stand motionless with her hands covering her eyes. Then, within the blink of an eye, the girl will disappear into the darkness of the woods. Every person that has claimed to have seen the girl's spirit gives a similar account. It's also been reported that the girl's restless spirit only ever appears during the middle of the day. However, a more recent account would suggest otherwise. In July 2024, a local dog walker claims to have sighted the infamous black-eyed girl. The man said, "I was walking my dog near Castle Ring at about 10 p.m. around a month ago. It wasn't pitch black yet, but the sun had gone down. We were walking through the woods when all of a sudden I felt a weird sensation in my stomach, like the feeling of impending doom. I also felt like I was being watched, and my dog started going mad, barking and pulling on the lead. I've never known her get so frightened." The man continued, "I stopped to look around when all of a sudden I could feel something tugging on the back of my coat. It made me jump, to be honest, and I quickly spun around to see what it was. You're probably going to think I'm bonkers, but it was a pale-faced little girl. The thing is, she had completely black eyes. Something about her definitely didn't seem right. It was like she wasn't human. She was dressed in rags, and she giggled in a way that hurt my ears and sent a chill down my spine. And then she skipped off into the trees. I was terrified, and so was the dog. We left straight away." The legend of the black-eyed children of Cannock Chase continues to haunt the area, leaving a chilling legacy that adds to the already rich tapestry of ghostly tales surrounding this haunted woodland. Cannock Chase is not just a beautiful natural reserve. It's a treasure trove of ghost stories and eerie encounters that continue to capture the imaginations of those who visit. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the tales of hauntings and restless spirits are bound to send a shiver down your spine. If you ever find yourself wandering the paths of Cannock Chase, just remember the stories of the past. Who knows what might be lurking in the shadows? Thank you for joining us on this journey into the supernatural. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for a feast of grim and grisly content. For more fascinating and chilling stories from the world of the unknown, click on this video link here. As always, thanks for watching. I'm your host, Severed Soul.